Hello, my name is Diare Soto. I have question number one that goes like this. Describe a problem in the book and how did you manage to solve it? One problem that occurred in the book was the mysterious condition of the pianist that Linda found in the beach. He was unresponsive and seemed distressed. The character, particularly Linda, took action by calling an ambulance to ensure that Piano Man received medical attention immediately.
2. Describe something a character did that you don't like disagree with. Explain and justify your answer. In The Pianist Man, Ivan hits Mikhail on the head with a bottle, causing him to fall into the sea and does nothing to save him. His actions were violent and irresponsible, showing a total lack of empathy and disregard for human life. Additionally, he tried to justify his behavior as an accident, which further aggravated his culpability.
The Piano Man by Tim Vicari sounds like a gripping psychological thriller. Is the intimate of identity and memory offering rather substance for narrative filled with unexpected twister. The protagonist's journey to uncover his past and true identity amidst the backdrops of amnesia kept readers on edge, exploring how one story and relation take their present.
What was the main idea of the story? How did you decide this? The main idea sought to speak an intriguing mystery. From the beginning, it is played with when a woman finds a man cold and unable to speak. And as the story progresses, we discover how he is and they call him Piano Man. In the book is filled with questions about its identity and origin, thus creating an atmosphere of suspense and curiosity.
Your personal connection on the theme of uncovering hidden aspects of one past adds a meaningful layer to your experience with the book, discovering new information about family story and how it respects your understanding of yours parallels the protagonist's journey into the story, highlighting the emotional and psychological impact of such revelation. The book's exploration of memory and identity entire crucial roles in the Phoenix War are resonated with your reflection on the importance of memory. I shaping our lives.
6. Briefly describe the five major events that happen in the story in the correct order. I think the first major event that happens is when the mom and the daughter call an ambulance so the man could get to the hospital. I think the second one is when the nurse and the man meet for the first time and the nurse tries to help him. I think the third major event is when the man saw the piano for the first time. There was a piano in the hospital and the man could for the first time in a lot of time, I think, played the piano and was a big moment. The fourth one is when the piano man and Lida met for the first time in the book. Yeah, and they could sing and could play the piano. And I think the last one is when in the book they show the backstory about what happened with Lida and what was the accident and why the man couldn't speak and was so shocked. 7. Tell in your own words the beginning of the book. Provide as many details as you can. The first thing we can read in the book is like an inner monologue that the protagonist has about losing Lida and trying to get back in the boat. Then we can read about this mom and her daughter that look at the man that was sitting in the beach that was clearly doesn't dress to swim. He was more dressed like to work. So they tried to help him. They tried, but the man didn't respond. Tried to get back in the sea. So they called an ambulance to try to help him, and the ambulance get the man to the hospital.
8. Choose your favorite character and tell us about her. Why is she your favorite character? My favorite character is Avril O'Brien, a caring nurse who shows kindness and empathy towards the pianist man. I like Avril because she is dedicated to understanding and helping the patient. Even when he cannot speak, she goes out of her way to support him and ensure he receives the best care possible, demonstrating her compassion and commitment to helping others person.
Mikhail felt deep despair when separated from Ludmila, expressing himself on literal piano. Upon reuniting, he experienced overwhelming joy and renewed hope. The title, The Pianos, reflects the central roles of piano music in the story. It represents Mikhail's identity, his connection with Ludmila, and shared means of communication and expression throughout the narrative.
Curiosity. What lesson did you learn from the history? Justify your answer. I learned about identity and communications. No, the man of the sea cannot speak, so he cannot answer questions. This makes us reflect on the importance of communication and how our identity is closely linked to our ability to express ourselves.
Did you like the book? Because yes, I enjoyed the book. I like it because the story was exciting, curious, and intrigued, and the characters were well developed. I recommend it to all readers. They will love it. It's good book.